Hello everyone, Dervla here coming to you live on this wonderful wintry day in the west of Ireland through the www, the World Wide Web. Isn't it amazing how we can connect with people from all over the world while sitting at home in our living room? So today I'm coming in very briefly just talking to you about the colour of December. I'm not going to go into too much detail about it, but the colour for December is yellow. And I was kind of wondering before I came on, what would I talk about? Because there's so many things I could talk about, but I felt nudged to talk about the colour for yellow. And why I'm talking about the colour yellow is because it's also the colour associated with 2019. And for those of you who don't know me, maybe you're watching me for the first time and you're wondering, who is this woman coming up talking about the colour yellow? Yellow is part of colour. My colour therapy that I use is one of my tools in my toolkit, and I help female spiritual business owners, regardless whether you're starting out, maybe you're in business quite a long time, to release the fears, the stress, the anxiety, the limiting beliefs that are holding you back from really connecting to your true soul essence, from feeling at home in your mind, in your body and your spirit, from feeling confident in yourself, from feeling confident in stepping out, moving forward, up-leveling your life in your personal life and in your business life. And I do that through a variety of ways, but overall the umbrella is that I work with your energy, and everything is energy. So the colours have different vibrational energies to them, and I absolutely love working with colour. And the colour for this month is yellow, and it's linked to our solar plexus, and it's very briefly, it's linked to confidence, self-esteem, and it's about standing in our own power. And it's also a colour that we can, because there's the light and the shadow side to each colour, and it's also a great colour at actually highlighting and going deep into looking at what fears we have. So maybe you have things that you didn't achieve this year in 2018 because maybe subconsciously you had fears, or maybe you were consciously aware of them but you didn't know how to work through them. Well, yellow is a great month to support you to do that. So if you are interested in finding out more about working with me, you can private message me and we'll arrange a call. But just briefly, this is an amazing colour because it's your solar plexus. So you'll get, listening to your gut, listening to that gut feeling that you get. It's standing in your power, and there's a big rise for women to really step into their true divine feminine essence. And I find it difficult to actually encompass in a few words, even in 2 sentences, exactly what I do, because it's so vast. And even a conversation I had with somebody today, she was like, oh, you're starting to help women with their money blocks. I said, yeah, but it's so much more than that. And she was right. So it is so much more than that, because literally whatever energy that you present with, well, for me, it's energy. So what we do is we go in and we look at that fear, we look at that stress, or we look at that limiting belief that's holding you back from creating the life and business that you love. And yes, it takes time. And yes, there are layers, peeling back the layers one by one. And I've been on this journey myself, and I'm continuing on this journey. And the way I work is deep, it's profound, it's transformational. And by working with this colour yellow to actually help you to build your confidence and your self-belief, you will feel stronger physically. You will feel more confident in putting yourself out there. You will feel more confident maybe if it's picking up the phone to ring prospective clients, or maybe sending that email or sending that message. Or maybe it's like me, maybe you want to get yourself more visible on social media, but you've a fear of visibility, a fear of being judged, being seen, being ridiculed, because perhaps in your past history, there's some evidence, there's some trauma, whether that's small trauma or big trauma, running in your energy field, running in the matrix of energy that surrounds you, that is telling you that it's not safe to put yourself out there. And these can be very hidden blocks. So this is why I really invite you, as you're moving forward for the rest of December now, I'm coming in, we're winding down for holidays. I may come on and do another live stream before Sunday, or I may not. I don't honestly know. But this really is about checking in to see, if there was something that you didn't achieve in 2018, was it because you were actually afraid to step up and step out of your comfort zone and do it? Was it fear that was holding you back? Was it a feeling of being judged? Maybe there was a sense that you didn't feel good enough. Maybe you felt that you needed, and this can run big time in the spiritual community. Maybe you felt that, oh, I need another course, or I need to learn more. As an avid learner myself, I know how that can come in. But sometimes underneath all of that, there can be subconscious fears. So what I invite you to do is just be aware that this is the colour for the rest of the month, and you can be checking in with yourself even over the Christmas time, you know, lack of confidence and lack of self-esteem, and particularly if you're an introvert or if you do have shyness. Like, believe it or not, I can be still shy, even though I'm not 20 or 21, but there are moments that shyness does still come in for me. So it's like, if you're in a group situation or if you're doing something over the Christmas period, you know, notice how confident are you feeling, and notice when you're feeling confident, how does that actually feel in your body, as opposed to if you're feeling shy and you're feeling insecure and you're not feeling so confident in yourself, how does that feel in your body? And my guess is the feeling of confidence. You will stand taller, you will feel stronger physically in your body, you will feel more joyful, you will be more easily able to communicate with people, you let go of whether you feel they may or they may not click with you, like you, because we're not here to please everybody all of the time. And confidence is, it's like a muscle. We can develop it more and more over time. So the remaining part of 2018, I invite you just to become aware and notice the areas where you're not feeling so confident. Maybe you have fears moving forward into 2019. Maybe there's a little bit of overwhelm coming in, thinking, oh my God, a new year, and I've set all these goals and these plans before and they didn't materialize, or maybe I materialized 50% and I didn't materialize the other 50%. So I'm judging myself and I'm kind of energetically beating myself up. So what I do is I go through all of these layers with you, because let's face it, we're all human. And by showing up and being honest with ourselves brings great freedom, because then we feel free in our spirit, in our heart, in our soul. And that ultimately is the core essence of what I'm here to do with women, is to really help you to feel at home in your mind, in your heart, in your soul, so that you feel joyful, you feel alive, that you love your life more, and that you love your business more. Because let's face it, life can bring challenges, business can bring challenges, but it's how quickly we can move through those challenges. And sometimes we may need to actually sit in the energy of something just that little bit longer to gain the wisdom and the knowledge and the information that's coming in to help us to move forward. So in relation to moving forward with 2019 with this color yellow, what I'm going to be doing while working with women one-to-one, and I have different ways, and I'll talk about those in a moment with you, but it's really what I would be doing with this color is, this color is the overall color for the year. So what I'm going to be doing on myself, and with any woman who chooses to work with me at a soul level, because this is soulful work that I do, we'll be looking at the fears. What's holding you back from really feeling strong and confident in yourself? What's holding you back from stepping into your divine feminine essence? All the while honouring your masculine essence, because we need both. We need the masculine energy for taking action, for, you know, putting ourselves out there, for the analytics of stuff and for different things. And I'm not going to go off that tangent now, because that's a whole other live stream. But basically, moving forward, taking action. The taking action is a masculine energy. The feminine energy, we want to be in flow. So we want to be in flow with the nature of our own rhythmic cycles. We want to be in flow with the income coming in and the income going out. So while we want income generation, we also want to be investing in our business. We want to be investing in support, whatever that way that looks for us, whether that's tech support, whether that's website design, whether that's getting a coach, whether it's getting an energy support person like myself. Like, I really am your energy mentor, your energy guide, because I feel deeply when I'm working with somebody. I feel it in my body because I'm highly kinesthetic, so I can tune into energy very quickly. So we'll be looking at releasing the fears that's holding you back from feeling strong, from feeling confident, from feeling that empowered woman who you are here to be. And I'm sure I'm not the first woman who you've heard talking about the rise in the divine feminine energy. There is a global call for us spiritual women, for women in general, to rise up, to hold each other, to support each other, and to let go of any competitive, low vibe, ego energy that there is. Because let's face it, you know, there are many of us out there doing similar work, but we're doing it in our own unique way. I work with energy in my very bespoke way. Somebody else works with it through their energy. That's what we're here for. So it's really about holding you in that sacred space so that you feel confident, you feel inspired, you feel alive, you feel joyful, and will be moving through those fears, those limiting beliefs, whether they have come in this lifetime or whether they have been formed in previous lifetimes. It doesn't matter, because to me it's just energy. And I'll be working in helping create future visualizations for your life and your business as well. And that's just a taster of what can be done purely with using energy techniques, and one of them being color. So I'm really excited to see how the yellow is going to show up this year, and I'll be working with it very deeply in my Money Mindset Magic and Miracles program. And that's really for female spiritual entrepreneurs who are interested in working deep over a long period of time with me. So the program is over 10 months. We'll be working from the base right up, and we'll be looking at your fears, the limiting beliefs that are holding you back in relation to your money story, but not only your money story, in relation to your mental body, your physical body, your emotional body, your spiritual body. It's really a holistic approach to living the life and creating the life and business that you love, that makes your heart sing. Now, I'm not sitting here saying that you're not going to have wobbles in 2019, because that's how we grow and we expand. But it's how we manage those wobbles. It's how we manage getting up and getting out of them. You know, do we choose to stay in victim mode for too long and sabotage ourselves and procrastinate and all of that stuff? Or do we honor that victim consciousness and say, okay, yes, it's coming in. I see you, I hear you. It's time to honor you, thank you, move up, move out to the next level. And this is a work in progress for us all. So if you are interested in aligning yourself to your true soul essence, so that you can step into your power, so that you can embody that confident, creative, joyful, loving, spiritual being that you are, all the while loving every single aspect of the body that you have been given as your vehicle to move through this lifetime, then we got to talk. Private message me, we'll arrange a time to have a call, and I'll talk you through the program. And if that program is not a right fit for you, I have other options available as well. So regardless, if you're feeling called to explore more, if you want to feel more confident, more empowered, you want to bring in more success in your life, in your business, in your relationship with yourself, in your relationship with others, and really tuning into your heart and soul, then it's time. It really is time. Because, you know, none of us know how long we have left on this planet. I intend to be here for many decades yet. And I know that I have deep, powerful, transformational work to do. So are you ready to walk with me so that we can hold each other in that sacred space throughout 2019? Because it's a new year, new beginnings. You've heard all that stuff before, but it's true. But ultimately we have a choice. We can choose to go through another year with the same limiting beliefs, with the same stories that are keeping our energy levels low, that are keeping us vibrating at a lower level of consciousness and energy than what's possible for us. And there is so many possibilities for each and every one of us. But in my experience, we're not here to do this alone. And building community, nurturing relationships with people who are here to support you is an integral part of 2019, because we've actually lost some of that. So that is part of my work. It's part of my soul work, to work with people one-to-one, women in particular at this point in my life, and to work in group energy as well. It's in my soul chart. So are you ready to join me. So if you are, all you got to do is private message me. This is an amazing, look at the vibrancy of this color. I mean, look at, there's joy, there's fun. The energy of that is light, it's vibrant, but also we want to look at the shadow side, the fears, the limiting beliefs. And ultimately, it's just energy, ladies. It's just energy that can be moved and shifted. And imagine moving and shifting your fears out of your body. How much lighter, how much freer, how much more energetic you're going to feel. Amazing. Absolutely amazing, life-changing work. So, just notice, how does yellow show up for you over the rest of December? And be curious, just get curious. And get curious about noticing what fears are coming in for you. Perhaps do a little bit of an inventory as to what you didn't do this year. And was it because of fear? Was fear the underlying factor that actually held you back from doing it? And just notice, be curious, be playful. We don't have to get too caught up and too serious. I can be a little bit guilty of that myself, because I love going into the deep work and the deep aspects of the psyche. But we can also have fun with it. And I promise you that if you work with me, we will have fun too. So that's it. Take care. Have an amazing day. And if I don't come in live before the end of December, have an amazing Christmas time, whether you celebrate it or not. Have an amazing rest of December. And remember to take some time out for you, to have some fun, do something that makes your heart sing, that makes you laugh. Because ultimately, what we want to feel is joy and heart and peace and harmony. Love in our heart and our souls. So that's it. Take care. Thanks for joining me, and comment below on any insights, any ahas you've had from this video. Has it supported you? Has it inspired you in any way? Sometimes we may need to hear the same thing again in a different way for it to click off that light, switch on the light bulb in our brains to say, okay, it's time, and it is time. It's time for us to step into our power, to support each other as women, to let go of any competitive energy, because that's just ego, BS, bottom line. But we're human, we can fall into that. But it's about coming out of it, noticing, coming out of it, and moving forward and supporting yourself, number one. And then that ripples out into the world. So that's all I'm going to say, because I could keep talking. Okay, bye for now. Thanks for joining me. See you very soon. Bye.